Hello everyone and welcome back to Sign Language Worship. My name is Mandy and I'm so glad that you are here. This weekend, yes, it's a weekend song because I'm trying to get 2 songs in before Easter. We're going to learn how to sign Mighty Cross by Elevation Worship. It came in as a request a couple of months ago and I kind of forgot. I'm sorry. I need to get a better system for recording all these different requests, but we're gonna do it now, and I'm really excited, so I hope you'll learn with us. Just a reminder before we get started, I am left-handed, so that means if you are right-handed, you're gonna mirror my signs. Look below the video in the description for a link to print off the lyrics, and last but not least, please consider subscribing to the channel. Okay, so we're gonna do this in 3 parts. So today we're probably gonna get through that first chunk of vocab, but then the chorus, and then even to the second verse as well. Okay, so on that day that death surrendered. So for on that day, we're going to do just day, okay? So for that, you have your non-dominant hand out like this, and your dominant hand is showing the sun, okay? On the day that death surrendered. So death, you have one hand up, one hand down, palms open, and then flip them. Death. And then surrendered. So for that, you're gonna make your S hands like this. You're gonna come into your body and then out with your head down that you've surrendered, okay? So you have something and then you're giving it up, okay? So on that day when death surrendered to the mighty cross of Jesus Christ. You can sign 2 if you want, but you don't have to. Okay, you're just bringing your index fingers together. Then mighty, okay, for that we're gonna do strong. Occasionally you also see when people are talking about strength or power that they outline their muscle. I just like this, okay? Strong cross. So for that you're gonna make a C with your dominant hand and you're gonna show the cross, okay? Cross of Jesus Christ. Jesus, nail-pierced hands with your middle finger, and then Christ, once again having that C, you're going to go from your non-dominant shoulder down to your dominant hip. Okay, Christ. Now I always put my hand up like this, but you don't have to. You can just do this. Okay, let's try that from the top. On the day that death surrendered to the mighty cross of Jesus Christ, the earth would shake. So earth, you're making kind of like a ball, and on your wrist, you're just gonna move it a little. The earth, and then shake, like this, okay? Shake. Beneath the weight, so beneath, showing something's underneath, and then the weight, just like you're holding something heavy, okay? The weight of darkened skies. So for dark, hands over your face, blocking the light, darkened, and then skies, just kind of pointing to the sky, okay? You can do both hands too, that's fine. Just pointing to the sky, okay. And then on his brow, a crown of sorrows. So for that, just his open hand to heaven, showing for God, it's something that belongs to him, and his brow. You can also do head like this, but I'll just probably point to the forehead, and then a crown. So for that, you're gonna take your hands like this. So you have your thumbs and your pinkies out, and you kind of mimic making a crown, okay? A crown, and then sorrow. Ugh. Okay, you're twisted, like you're wringing something out, but imagine that's your feelings. Ugh, sorrow. Okay, on his brow, a crown of sorrow. For a king whose weakness was our strength. So king is the same as Christ, only you're making a K. For a king whose weakness was our strength. So if you want to sign whose, it's a sign for who, and then show that it belongs to someone else. Okay, whose. So whose, and probably even technically you should probably go up to heaven. And then weakness, standing, and then fall to your knees. And then our, so you make a U, 2 fingers together, go dominant shoulder to non-dominant shoulder, strength. Okay, I know there's a lot of vocab. This first section has a lot of vocab, and then you get into a little more chorus and a little more repeating. Okay, so stick with me, you'll get there. Let's try it from the top before we learn that last little part. On the day that death surrendered to the mighty cross of Jesus Christ, the earth would shake beneath the weight of darkened skies. Okay. And then on his brow, a crown of sorrow for a king whose weakness was our strength. And I'm going to be honest, I think it's faster during the song, so I don't even know for sure if I'm going to assign whose. I'm kind of running a little fast and loose this morning. I haven't practiced this song a whole lot before making this tutorial, but I really wanted to get it out to you guys before Easter. Okay, and then, so for king whose weakness was our strength, no word he spoke. So for that, you're making an N. Okay, no. So that's the letter N. We see where your thumb is there. And then just kind of knock it. No word. So for that, you have your non-dominant index and your dominant thumb and index finger. And it's almost like you're making a P, but you're doing it down here. I'm just holding it up here so you can see it. Okay? No words. He, pointing to God in heaven, and spoke. Your index finger here, and then just kind of move it kind of around a little bit. Okay, he spoke his love, and then was shown, and then for all to see. So for shown, so you have your hand open, your index finger in front. Sometimes you also see it where your index finger is pointing directly into the hand. Both is completely acceptable. And then for all, so for that you have your dominant hand going out and around your non-dominant hand. For all, and then see coming up from your sight line. Okay? Let's try that from the top before we move on. Hey, this is the toughest part. Once you get this, it will get easier, so stick with it. On the day that death surrendered to the mighty cross of Jesus Christ, the earth would shake beneath the weight of darkened skies. And then on his brow, a crown of sorrow for a king whose weakness was our strength. No word he spoke. His love was shown for all to see. And now it's time for the chorus. So the cross of Jesus Christ. So we know that one already. Cross of Jesus Christ. He's the reason I'm alive. So we're just going to do reason I'm alive. So for that, you're going to make an R, and here kind of beside your chin, kind of go around. Okay. He's the reason, kind of by your jawline. Reason I'm, or pointing to yourself, I'm, and then alive, 2 L's, coming down to your stomach and then up to your ribs. Okay, the reason that I'm alive, for his blood has set me free. His blood, okay, so you kind of mimicking your blood flowing out of your body, I guess, with your dominant hand. His blood has set me free. So for this, we're going to do free. So you have F's. Okay, that's an F. Free, and then me. Okay, free, and then me. It will never lose its power for me. So never. If you want to do it, you can kind of point there, but I'm just going to go never. So for never, taking your dominant hand and kind of making the top of a question mark. Okay, never. Never, and then lose, like you're holding something, and then you lose it. Okay. Lose its power for me. Okay, let's try the chorus from the top. Oh, the cross of Jesus Christ. He's the reason I'm alive. For his blood has set me free. It will never lose its power for me. Let's try that one more time. Oh, the cross of Jesus Christ. It's the reason I'm alive, for his blood has set me free. It will never lose its power for me. Okay, so now we're gonna learn verse 2, and that's all we're gonna do today, guys. So stick with it. We'll get there together. And you know what? If you're done for the day, just be done for the day and come back when you're ready. Okay, so now the dawn of resurrection. So same hands like this, only fingers are facing towards your body. Now. Okay, so now the dawn. So for dawn, it's a lot like day, only you're showing the sun coming up like this. Okay, now the dawn of resurrection. So for resurrection, you have, lying down like this. Okay, coming back to life. The resurrection floods the night as hope prevails to shine. So for flood, you do water, and then showing the water level rising. Okay, you don't have to turn your head. I'm just doing it so you can see my W. Okay, water floods the night. So for night, you're showing the sun setting. Okay, so the sun goes down. The night. As hope prevails to shine. So for hope, you bend, just like that. Hope. Okay, as hope prevails to shine. So we're going to say starts to shine. So for starts, it's like a key in the ignition. Okay, it doesn't matter what fingers, your fingers in between. Just get it in between some fingers and turn it. Okay, begins to shine. Okay, let's try that from the top. Now, the dawn of resurrection floods the night as hope prevails to shine. Salvation wakes. So for salvation, it's just like free, only with S's. Okay? Salvation, and then wakes. Have your two fingers here by your eyes, and then wake. Okay? Wakes. Wakes are chains to break, hour, and then chains. You show kind of the chains like that. Break. And we arise. We is just like our, only with a W. Okay? We arise. Let's try that from the top of verse 2, and then we'll put it all together, okay? So, now the dawn of resurrection floods the night as hope prevails to shine. Salvation wakes, our chains to break as we arise. Now take a really deep breath. We're gonna try it from the top, okay? It's okay to make mistakes. Just keep going. Remember, God cares far more about the position of your heart, or the condition of your heart, rather than the position of your hands. Okay? This is meant for worship. God loves us, mistakes and all. Okay, so from the top. On the day that death surrendered to the mighty cross of Jesus Christ, the earth would shake beneath the weight of darkened skies. And on his brow a crown of sorrow, for a king whose weakness was our strength. No word was spoke, his love was shown for all to see. And now on to the chorus. Oh, the cross of Jesus Christ. He's the reason that I'm alive. For his blood has set me free. It will never lose its power for me. Now verse 2. Now the dawn of resurrection floods the night as hope prevails to shine. Salvation wakes, our chains to break, and we arise. Okay, so practice, practice, practice as much as you need. And when you're ready, you can start the next video where we learn the bridge and then verse 3, and then put it all together and do a full walkthrough. I hope wherever you are happy and you are healthy, and I'll see you real soon. Bye. I am so blessed and encouraged to hear over and over again how God is using this channel in order to accomplish his mission here on earth. If you have a story, please leave it in the comments or send me an email. It's so encouraging to me when I hear what sign language worship means to you.